Good morning, Great Britons. This is episode 2. Central to GB Unites is the pillar of education, under which debating figures very strongly, no matter how difficult the topic, as opposed to telling, where points of view can be openly discussed. In our increasingly polarized society, this is a must, and young people are such good debaters because they can take the subject matter and discuss the principle of it. So this is why we're going to focus on debating, which promotes healthy thinking and not group emotive think. And it underlies our education pillar. And under that education pillar is the notion that science cannot be bought for profit, and that it is inalienably be right, which goes completely against the ethics of science and the worst successors of any religious thinking. So we have a very strong view at GB Unites that science must be what it sets out to be, to prove or disprove, not to say that it has the answers, because it doesn't. Science is a moving thing. One of the key things of our approach is banking reform, and we will be having a debate, hopefully in June, subject to whether we can find all of the key speakers. And in that debate, we will be looking for people who support CB, central banking digital currency, simply because it enables us to be able to discuss both sides of the issue. It is our aim at GB Unites to give also 3-day courses in public speaking under the CLIPS system, which means confident, liberated, inspirational public speaking. So, and these will be 3-day courses, residential courses, and it means that speaking can become a pleasure, not one of our worst nightmares. Apparently, it figures very closely to death. But anyway, we will be conducting interviews shortly on politics, but we will also have interspace episodes on education and debating, enterprise, and particularly enterprise, social enterprise and small medium enterprise, and health, where we have some amazing personal recovery stories where people have healed themselves from cancer and various other ailments. Despite the bad news in broken Britain, there are some really amazing stories of ordinary people doing absolutely extraordinary things, including our entrepreneurs that have not left the country in the brain drain that has taken place since about 95. GB Unites and their pillars stand for unity and common values, and they are education, media, health, and enterprise. And enterprise is completely underpinned by banking reform. I leave with some quotes on this short episode from my favourite politician, Robert Fitzgerald Kennedy, on dreams. On dreams. Some men see things as they are and ask why. I dream of things that never were and ask why not. And I think, we ought to think about, there's another one here on opportunity, and I'm going to close with these. All of us might wish at times we lived in a more tranquil world, but we don't. And if our times are difficult and perhaps perplexing, so they are challenging and filled with opportunity. And there's one final quote which I love, because I think we all need hope that change can come about, and that we can do that peacefully by talking to each other. Each time a man stands up for an ideal or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope, and crossing each other from a million different centers of energy and daring, those ripples build a current that can sweep down the mightiest of walls of resistance and oppression. So I want to thank RFK for those quotes. He was a very inspirational person, certainly had a strong influence on me, and albeit I was a young kid when he was around. So he was the first to go to South Africa in 1966 and speak out. He was a truly inspiration and driving force behind JFK. And of course, we now have RFK Jr. going for the presidency, running for the Democratic presidency against Biden. And that will be interesting. It opens up another race. So thank you, Great Britons. Good to speak to you all, and speak to you shortly. Bye-bye.